Andrew Forsman and his star charge Aegon are out to beat the odds in the Group 1 TAB Classic at Trentham. A winner of the Group 1 New Zealand 2,000 guineas at just his third start, Aegon has gone on to Karaka Million 3-year-old classic success at Ellerslie, Group wins in Sydney and Melbourne, and raced with credit in Hong Kong. Success at Trentham on Saturday would take Aegon's earnings past $2 million. Not bad for a racehorse that cost Forsman and the Zamey family $150,000 at Karaka in 2019.
It has been a great ride. Obviously, he was pretty much the second horse I bought for the team, and obviously I declined a share in the first horse that was John Snow, so decided I'd stay in for a small share in Aegon, which has been great. We've always just made a point of enjoying him. You know, he's obviously given us great experiences racing, you know, all over Australasia, and some pretty amazing races, and then to go to Hong Kong and the thrill of that experience too was awesome. To have a horse that gives you those options, I suppose, is very humbling, and he's always stepped up and never really let us down.
Aegon began his career with an emphatic maiden win at Taupo, justifying Forsman's high opinion of the galloper.
Light Brocade's coming after it. Wider out there, we've got Two Madison, and behind them Free Time warming up as well. At the 100, Light Brocade coming after Two Madison, Fighting Fire, and Aegon is storming home out wide. Have a look at this. Aegon from the clouds got up to win on debut. Boy, this has been an effort.
Wow, you don't see many horses do this at Taupo.
We thought he had ability right the way through, but to see him win like he did that day at Taupo, you knew he was a little bit above average, and obviously went on to compete against the best of his age group in New Zealand and Australia, and did so with great credit.
Before returning to New Zealand, Aegon had 3 starts in Melbourne in the spring, placing in the Group 2 Lawrence Stakes at Caulfield behind Mr Brightside. He blew out the cobwebs with a trial win at Taupo last month and impressed in an exhibition gallop at Te Rapa last Saturday.
His trial was good, but he was probably a little bit rusty. He'd come home, he'd had a little bit of time in the paddock, and he needed that day out, and I think that did bring him on a lot. He was much sharper at Te Rapa on Saturday in his track gallop. I thought that was really good work, running sort of just over 34 by himself without being asked to do much. He just sort of did it all himself. Because he's not typically in track work, he's not the most outstanding track worker. But I thought that was really good work. He had Sunday off after the gallop. He had a quiet canter on the sand yesterday morning, and then had a good steady bit of pace work on the plough, which is quite a testing dirt surface.
I think he's going really well. Michael was very happy with his work on Saturday at Te Rapa, and it looked really good, and he's pulled up great from that. He's still got plenty of freshness in his legs. He's full of life. He likes to get on with things a little bit. He knows he's pretty good. He's probably a little bit spoiled, but yeah. He just loves his work. Since he came back from Australia, I guess I've been the lucky one who's been in charge of him, riding him every day. A horse like him, they don't come around very often, so to be involved, just a small part of his career has been, it's pretty cool. I remember him winning Karaka Millions night. He beat Amaralina, they paired off, and I just thought, like, wow, what a horse. How cool would it be to have a horse like him or be involved in a horse like him, and yeah, I'm lucky enough to be in this position.
Saturday will be Aegon's third tilt at the Trentham Weight for Age feature, having finished a luckless 10th in 2021 and a game second last year.
Aegon now's asked for full bull. Prix de Fer comes to him. Here it is, Prix de Fer. He's got his Group 1. Prix de Fer beats him.
Last year was a little bit frustrating. We felt that the race had the possibility to unfold like it did in Prix de Fer, just having the run off our back, and he was vulnerable late, and that's how it played out. That was a little bit frustrating, but he still ran well, and I'm sure he'll go down there and run a similar race. He's not a horse that really wants to sustain a long run off a slow speed, and if he was just a little bit closer and just hold that sprint up for another couple of 100 metres, I think he'll be much more potent in the finish.